This is a Wild Games Production podcast.
Welcome to the Palladin Megaverse podcast. I am DM Vince, and I am not sitting with
Steven playing Seran Allward.
He wasn't sure who he was playing. It's all good. This is Jakob playing the good Shep.
Geoff playing Victor Lee and Brightwood.
David playing Gnomey.
Corey playing Nova.
Rick playing Torvold.
All right, so last we left off, we were in the secret headquarters of the cult. You guys just defeated them right before they were doing some type of ceremony. The leader of the cult seemed to slip through a portal, but Steven's character, Seran, had hit the leader with an arrow as they dove through the portal, because he said he wanted to try to leave a mark on that person for later on.
It hit her leg.
Yeah, hit her in like the thigh area. As the person dove through the portal, and then the portal closed, the mist had gone away. Torvold was down for the count, and Will, from out of nowhere, came flying in to save...
a dolphin leaping out of the river.
Yeah, leaping out of the river. Came in, he's like, oh no! And he grabbed Torvold, threw him on his back, and he ran out of there with Torvold, who was in a coma, pretty much. Geoff's character... Lord Lee was also down for the count, but Nova managed to save him with a potion. So he did not take too much damage, though he is out for the count right now. You're not dying or anything, Geoff. You're just in a recovery state until you get back to the guild and have a proper healer look at you. You all had also found on the stone, like right below it, there was a map that you were looking at, and it's in Foundry right now, so you guys can take a peek at it. I showed it to you again. This was what you were looking at. They were looking at this as well, and you were trying to decipher it, and that's where we left everything off right there. Proceed.
All right, so I have just saved Lord Lee.
Yeah. He's unconscious, but he's not bleeding out and dying anymore.
He's not dying. We need to get him to a healer. We need to free those kids. And we need to find a way back that doesn't involve swimming down a very dangerous tunnel.
That's true.
We could probably find the same means that these people here, as I point to the corpses, came in here. I doubt they all used a portal.
I hope not. I guess we have to search.
All right, so you guys are going to start searching the walls and things
Looking
like that.
for a way out, yeah.
Yeah,
Did
go
we
ahead.
already search the cultists for anything they may have on them? Any identifying marks or
No,
recognizing
we haven't
these
searched
people?
them.
You haven't searched them, but when you do pull the hoods off of them, they don't ring a bell face-wise. You don't recall seeing any of them at all.
Why did old Gnomey tilt?
Because old Gnomey is drunk. I have no idea.
Not drunk, just tipsy.
It's tipsy.
Tipsy.
High on life.
Yeah, he's high on
All right, well, we're searching the walls. Do we find a way out?
just, you know what? Screw it. I'll roll it. Yes, you do. After about 20 minutes of searching, you find one of the rocks looks a little odd on the wall. You push it, and the door slides open, and it goes back inside the headquarters. It's up near the fireplace,
All right.
which was across the bridge. After a little while searching, you find it. You go back into the place, head back to where the children are, and you see the children are gone.
Is someone going to carry Lord Lee? Because he's a little
Bulky.
big. Yeah. Anybody want to help me, or should we just drag him face down, back up?
I mean, you should grab him by his feet, and just as you go up the steps, his head goes thunk, 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 thunk.
That's about all I could do unless I get some help, but okay.
Why are you trying to carry him?
Somebody want to help me? I was figuring more than one, that way it's not so hard.
Go on.
How big is Lord Lee?
He's a big dude. He's a
Well-
big dude, Steven.
2 feet long and thick as a.
I don't know how much do you weigh, Jeff?
250. 225.
So he's 225 he weighs, his character weighs, and he's about what,
Plus the
5?
armor, and
You're about 6'1" or something like that.
6'3". Yeah.
he's a big dude. So
He's a big lanky dude.
What if you strip him out of his armor and then drag him?
Take his armor and throw it in the river.
It's actually not a bad idea to remove the armor. That way it's easier to treat the wounds and then carry the body.
we can't treat the wounds here. We need to get him to a healer.
Well, he's not bleeding or anything.
No, he's stable. We just need to get him to a healer.
He needs
What's still?
he needs hospital care pretty much to
Your,
get out of his
your character
coma.
would know something about he's in a coma.
See, smack him a little bit. He doesn't wake up. Coma.
Anybody who has medical will understand that he needs a healer to help him get out of his coma-like state.
I have medical.
I'm one of those.
And so, yes, so you could vouch for me, Shep. See, Shep agrees. We need to get him to a hospital. Healer.
Yes, we do. He's in dire need.
All right, lead the way, and rather one person be burdened with him than somebody else, and I'll just pick him up.
Can you carry him?
I can.
Oh, wow. Okay. I let his feet go.
Oof. All right, so you go back
Strong
there.
fella.
Like I said, the children are gone. The cages are open, so you can assume either somebody will or somebody saved them, or the cultists came in and took them. You don't know.
Does it look like they were broken, or does it look like somebody opened it with a key?
Well, you know what? I didn't think about that, so I'm going to roll 50-50 on that one to see if you notice or that's what happens. So, because I didn't think of that. It looks like somebody broke them.
Probably not a cultist, then they would have had the key. I bet
Unless they
young
were a
Will
cultist
came
without a
through
key.
and smashed them all on his way to save Florida Torvold.
Aw, how sweet.
Will's a man of special talents.
Yes.
Dot, dot, dot.
All right, so
Or I
you
guess a boy has special talents.
so you leave back in through the way you came, out through the tree, Hernandez. The tree named Hernandez.
Thank you, Hernandez.
You're welcome.
Peace be with you.
And also with you.
And an
And-
extra piece with you.
Thank you, Shep. So you bring him back to the healer, and you see Lord Torvold in a bed, pretty much laying there, wounded, bandaged up. You see the healer Rue, she's over him, and you see another individual. Rick, you want to describe what this individual looks like?
He's about 6 feet, 2 inches tall, kind of average build, hooded robes. Has a quarterstaff. He's an elf, and kind of seeing what he can do to help out.
Ah, Seran's new friend.
What?
What?
Shep is drunk, apparently. Let's ignore that.
You
Out
see,
of character. Thank you.
yeah, you see this person is actively working with Rue to try to save Torvold, and then basically, Rick, your diagnosis for Torvold after looking him over is it's not good, and he needs to go back home for long-term care. You don't think he's gonna make it?
I look suitably sad.
So that's how he portrays everything I just told you. He just looks sad.
We got it like that.
Yeah.
too.
Suitably
Wow.
sad.
I mean,
And
this elf looks sad.
I shake my head and I look over at the group. Are you his friends, his comrades?
Immediately, right away, young Will is in front of you. Is he going to be okay, sir? He'll be right. He'll be okay. Tell me he'll be okay.
Well, I don't know.
He'll be
about
okay. You
He
will
needs
help
to
him.
Go home.
Will,
He needs to go home for some
Will, he's
long-term
gonna
care
need
with his
someone to take
family.
care of him. And I think that person should be you.
It will be me now and forever.
Thank the gods.
A little quieter next time there, Seran.
More pressing matters. And I look, is there an empty bed anywhere?
Yes, there is an empty bed. There is 2 beds in here. There's one is empty.
I just walk over and drop Lord Lee right on top of one.
Thud.
He's yours.
He breaks the bed.
Yeah, the bed breaks.
I'll go over there and take a look at him.
You see that after a couple checks of him, you see he's okay relatively. He does need some bed rest. He can get up and move around, and he's going to be a little bit stiff for a while.
I bet he is.
So he doesn't need any
No, he needs
healing.
he needs some bed rest, and if he doesn't rest in bed for at least a week, he'll be fine. I mean, he just needs bed rest to regain his PP size because he lost one of his PP.
Yeah, he's not going to use that anyways.
Yeah, it's true. If he goes out adventuring, it's going to prolong it to a couple weeks. So unless he stays to the bed, you can tell him that he needs the bed rest for a week to recover. And if he decides to leave, he's going to prolong the pain. That's all.
At the risk of the usual go on antics, I do have an ability that is called the soothing touch.
Go on.
That,
So you're going to use your soothing touch to cure his stiffness.
Wow.
well,
And his lack of penis. Blood.
it does negate in game terms the penalties and stuff like that for whatever's afflicting whatever minuses he has and whatever
How long does it
penalties
work,
he has. Yeah, I'm looking that
That
up.
would accelerate things too. So.
He really has no minuses. It's just he has one point off his PP.
It's slightly smaller.
Yeah.
He
Slightly
can no longer grow large.
He has ED right now.
He's also in a coma. Oh,
Got an innie, not an outie.
Okay, well, he'll be fine. He needs bed rest. We didn't bring any of the loot back, did we? We just left everything there.
It really
What
wasn't.
loot?
I thought we
Never-
brought the loot. There
those
wasn't much
rings.
time, but
Yeah, we have the rings, but that's it. We took those with us.
And we didn't really search around for any loot, did we?
No, we were desperate to get these 2 people back here.
That's true. Oh, well.
We didn't even bring any evidence or children. We didn't even bring the heads of the cultists to prove our point.
Yeah, we brought nothing.
All of a sudden, attendant Alora, comes into the room, and she's like, she looks around and she says, "Oh, so who's in charge of this group now? Since the face leader is in bed?" And she points at Torvold.
I guess it's me.
Shep, is it?
That's correct.
She goes over to you, says, I just want to let you know, and she hands you an envelope. There is a new person joining your party. We've matched him up in the wizarding computing hat system.
I look at Alora. How did you know we would need somebody else?
It's really odd. The system just spit out this letter, and it said that it needed to go to this group that you have not named yet. You need to think of a name of your group for putting in our database. So,
Hat knows all.
chop, chop, she says. And she
You
hands the
never
letter.
mentioned that as a requirement.
And she hands the letter to Shep, and she says, "Read it at your leisure and let me know what you think." And she walks off.
Okay. What's it say?
It basically just says the new person in town is a healer, and their name is Raven, and he will be joining your party. He'll be located in Rue's office.
That's so Raven.
All right, let's go meet this new person.
Okay, so you turn around.
I was going to say, they're right there, FYI.
Oh.
He said his name. That's the person right there.
Okay, fine. Didn't realize. Cool.
But
Okay.
are you going to tell everybody else about the letter, or did you just read it to yourself?
I vote we pick a new leader.
God damn it, Geoff.
Really? And what are you gonna do? Anyways, Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read it to them. Tell them that this is our new party member.
And Rick, you hear him say your name out loud, Raven.
Oh yes, nice to meet you.
So he's going to be taking the place of Lord Torvold. Interesting. All
That was
right.
fast.
Well,
They work very quickly, it seems.
the matching wizarding
what's
hat
your
computer
character's name again?
system. What?
All praise the hat.
All praise the
Rick,
hat.
what's your character's name again?
Raven.
It's in the Jeff put it
Raven.
in the chat.
That's
That's it, what he goes by.
It's not his real name.
Well, who he was is irrelevant.
Yeah,
I'm still
Raven.
trying to find
Raven
this
is not
chat.
much of a.
It's the roll high or die team chat, team only chat.
There, I tagged you, Steven. Yeah,
Oh, I
Raven
see.
doesn't sound like
Okay.
much of an elf name to you, Steven, so it kind of makes you raise an eyebrow when you say Raven. I mean, I know you don't
Well,
express
well-
that out loud, but I'm just saying you're internally like,
One of those elves. No.
those
they're
elves we
and
don't talk
they're
about.
Those that
guess
chose to give up.
elves
their
don't really
ways.
go by that.
Anyone who has anything to do with elven history or anything elven, you all know that sounds weird. It's not an elven name, but whatever.
Sounds fine to me.
I mean, I got elf speak, so I guess I would be.
Okay.
You would Druid. I'll look at Raven.
No, I'm not a druid. I'm a healer.
Who named you?
I no longer use my family name.
He cast off the shackles.
It's, well, no, there's. I'd rather not talk about.
You don't have to explain it. It's
Certain
fine.
bad.
You're Raven. I'm Nova.
He's running from the mob. We get it.
That's old Gnomey in the back stealing stuff. That's Lord Lee lying there.
What? No, not me.
Where,
As he
what?
puts something behind his back.
Yeah.
Oh, down there.
Yeah.
Oh, convenient.
Really, Jeff?
All right. So welcome to the party, Raven. You'll be a fine addition, I'm sure.
Much better than the man on the table there.
With a young boy laying over his chest crying.
Don't worry, he's gonna take good care of him.
Oh no, right now Will is you hear him muttering, they'll all pay. I will destroy everyone.
Oh God.
Just very, very
He's like
quietly.
whispering his ear, like petting his beard. Don't worry.
Should we just kill him and get this over with? Or...
No,
Oh,
I want
no.
to see what
You-
this may happen in future.
This is when we
sounds
learn that
interesting.
Will becomes the big bad evil guy.
All right.
Either way, Lord Lee's going to need what? Rest?
We
Time?
all need rest. We've been out
Yeah.
for a while now.
Everybody's exhausted. They're
I
tired.
say we return.
Yeah, let's all return back to our rooms.
In the meantime, I'm going to give a report to the guild leader and explain what we found, since we've already pretty much. Isn't that the case? We already spoke with Alora and gave her a lot of details that we weren't initially going to, but she got got info
But
anyway.
Jeff dumped into her
Yeah.
anyway, yes.
God damn it, Corey.
I figured pick up on that. I mean, come on. But no, yeah, I'll go with you. I'm curious as to what your report's going to be.
Who
Was
are-
Alora still there, or did she walk away?
No, she's long gone. She told Jacob to read it and let her know what she thought, if there was any concerns or.
All right, I'm going to speak with Alora, explain exactly what's going on. Maybe there's somebody she trusts that she can explain what the disappearance of the children. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll go there
Half-
with you.
While
So
we're speaking to her, we should probably see if any children have returned.
That's a good idea.
so everybody's going then.
Yeah, that's kinda what it sounded like. Except for
Only gets up off the table
and the
unconscious.
comatose guy.
and follows.
Lord Lee just zombie walks behind us.
So yeah, we
Raven's just
all
like,
go to
"Ah,
visit
sure,
Alora. Why
whatever."
not?
Gnomey's going to the dining hall.
All right. So
Which is where
nobody.
he thanks Laura.
So nobody goes to the dining hall. That's okay. So he's gonna go basically get dinner and stuff like that. And okay,
Steal some silverware.
probably knowing him, because that's what he does.
It's the fancy stuff.
It's actually just spray on
Skilled
silver.
fancy?
It's actually wooden.
Spray on silver. It's wood.
Where I come from, wood's pretty valuable.
Oh, nothing wrong with wood.
Ugh. Boo.
You're all idiots. I make my way to Laura as quickly as I can.
Yes.
You go downstairs and you see she's at the front desk as normal, sitting there writing something in a book.
Laura, do you have a
yes.
moment?
Yes, Seran. How can I help you?
Regarding
here
what
too.
Lord Lee may have told you a short time ago, can we speak in private?
Sure. She says she opens the door to the counter where she's at, and she says, "Come on."
I follow. I'm there too.
No,
Don't forget
one
me.
at a time.
Don't forget me.
Is everybody going in this room?
It seems like it's going to be a group report.
Lord Lee's still in there too.
She's like,
I don't need to be there. So. But I'll
Raven
listen
is
at
like-
the door.
Over his shoulder, kind of like Weekend at Bernie's.
all right, Raven will stay and attend to the healing Geoff, who is not zombie walking.
Nah, he's just getting dragged along. That's all.
Yeah. All right, so you go in a private room with her. There's a table there, and basically it looks like a little conference room. She sits down. She says, sit, tell me, what's going on?
Well, we discovered the cultist base, and I start telling her where it is.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Few traps, met some locals that seem to have been enticed for the cultists with money and other benefits.
Mm-hmm.
The children were there.
I see.
Has anybody in town since we've been gone reported that they've returned, or are they still missing?
The children have been returned. Young Will actually came busting out of a tree up on the hill, and he said, "Liberation!" And
so young Will's a hero. You hear that,
yes.
good Shep? And you were going to kill him.
I was going to do no such thing.
the children have been returned to their families.
We should give that boy some accolades. All right, well that's
Have you
good, at
noticed
least.
anybody around town with a limp in their leg?
No. I mean, everybody's here is pretty much an adventurer that comes through, so I see a lot of people wounded. So it would not be a common thing. It wouldn't be something uncommon for me to see, so I wouldn't really notice.
Specifically, have you seen any
I'm
female
talking just recently, a
adventurers.
female
Yeah.
in the leg.
limping, maybe?
Do we remember which leg it is?
I believe he
Not
shot it in the
specifically.
right thigh.
Right thigh? Okay.
I really don't pay attention to those things. I'm sorry. That'd be more of a Rue question.
The healer would know.
Fair enough. We might go ask Rue in just a second. I just want to see if you know.
Everybody back up.
Back upstairs, yep.
Or she's smart and healed herself. But
She was a
worth
mage.
asking.
Anything else?
So worth asking. Yeah.
Yes,
Do we
still.
know the name of that redheaded mage that was at the...
No, we don't. But that's what I was going to bring up for
Yeah.
us to go next. But right now, I was just going to tell Alora. So we still haven't figured out who in the town is associated with this cult. We would like to keep your eyes peeled, just for any suspicious behavior, because everyone we saw who was there we've never met them before.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also, I'd like to tell you guys now that you've been invited to rank 7 here in the guild, and she hands you all a different color badge.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yay. What are the benefits of rank 7 over rank 6?
You are now a rookie hero and your bronze level badge. And she said food, board, and everything like that, and supplies you need to buy are all for free now, and you may take it and go as you please. Just basic supplies. You don't have to pay anything. Yeah.
All right.
Ah, excellent. I need some more arrows.
Yes.
Or I guess bolts.
I
Whatever.
forget, what's the color for this rank?
Bronze.
Bronze.
And it's
We have
shiny.
bronze sheriff badges now.
Wow.
There's a new sheriff in town.
You look
All
like
right, well-
everybody else now.
Well, thank you, Alora. I think we need to go speak to a healer.
Okay. And she opens up the door, and you guys all shuffle back out.
All right, everybody. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Was her face anyway like suspicious? Like, did it seem like this was information she may have already been aware of, and she was just playing along, or did when we were giving her detailed, was she like genuinely showing reactions like, "Oh, this is new info to me"?
She seemed like she didn't care.
Wow, why are we in this town again?
Because this is where the guild is.
'Cause this is where the nature brought us together.
This is
Anyway,
where the
back
GM
to the
puts
healer.
you.
Yeah, it was like this is the universe saying you're here. Back to the healer. Hey, Rue.
What? Oh, hello. No, your Torvold is not healed yet, and your friend Lord Lee is still out.
I was actually going to ask you something else.
Oh,
Yeah, we had another
sure.
question.
Sure.
By happenstance, have you treated anybody for an arrow wound in their thigh?
She says, let me go look. And she goes over to her book, and she looks through her book. She keeps good records, you know?
Hey, that's good.
She said, yes. We had a young man and a young woman both come in with arrow wounds, maybe about a couple hours ago.
The young
Who was
woman.
the
Do you
young
remember
woman?
her name?
Yes. I have it written down here. Let me look through my...
Was she redheaded by any chance?
Actually, she was.
Oh. Okay.
If you could tell us who that is.
No, our records are confidential, Doctor.
She says, due
We
to
have a
HIPAA,
HIPAA.
due to HIPAA law, I'm not allowed to tell you.
No, just her name, please.
I'm trying to get her profile up for you.
The summary asks for like whole name, ID the initials, first and last.
You're unconscious. Stop talking.
Social security number. Mother's maiden name.
Kiana was her name.
Fiona.
Kiana.
Viana.
Kiana.
Is she a local figure, or is she? Who
No,
is she?
I don't really know who she is. I know she was with Master Grant for some time. They were planning some type of ceremony here in town.
Yes, we are aware of that ceremony.
That was what she looked
Act-
like.
All right, well, actually, that's all we need. Thank you. You've been very helpful, Rue.
Yes,
yeah.
thank you very much.
Yes. As much as you don't think I'm very helpful, old Gnomey, I am.
No, she is.
Oh gosh, my ears are burning.
As he's eating breakfast downstairs, stealing the silverware.
The woodenware.
Yeah.
All right. So
Fake
now that we've
overlord.
got this name, do we want to actually act on it right now, or do we want to take a chance to rest?
At the moment,
and
we need to
eat
heal
and stuff?
and
Yeah.
recover.
We do need to rest,
Yep.
and it's
first
not like
thing
an
in the
arrow wound
morning,
is
who
going
has-
to disappear.
Who has the map?
Where are my followers, anyways?
They're in your room waiting for you.
Ready.
All right.
They've been killed
I
by
have a-
spiders.
I want to go find them real quick.
All
And
right.
I'm going to tell them to look for this Kiana. Red hair, was treated recently for arrow wound to the leg. Just want them to circulate around town, see if they can find her,
Okay. They
and
will-
find out where she's staying, all that sort of stuff.
Absolutely, Lord Shep.
Shep's back in
Thank
his
you,
room.
my
then.
child.
Yes, he's back. in
Nah,
his room.
yeah, I did, and now I'm going to go eat.
He's practicing his sword fighting with his followers.
right. Well, I'm going to pull Seran aside.
Yes.
Like, all right, so first thing in the morning, we need to go to Grant's house. And Grant, I believe Grant is part of this. Do you?
At this point, it's a good bet.
Well, we should probably be careful about what we say around him then, if we encounter him before then.
So what should we do? Should we?
Who has the map?
I don't know who has the map.
The map. Map of what? I'm sorry. I'm really confused on map.
Which one?
Okay, then nobody has the
Lord
map. then.
Torvold.
Yeah, Torvold has the map. Oh well.
It's actually been a minute since we've played, so I'm really.
Yeah, I was like,
I
I don't
showed you the
remember.
map right in the beginning of the game.
Yes, the one that had all the locations marked for the houses. Yes.
But actually, nobody
thought
took
Oh,
it.
I have that.
character-
Yeah, I
yeah.
have it.
Oh, Shep has it. Yeah, Shep has
Okay,
it.
Shep
yeah.
has it.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so first thing in the morning, Grant, and we need to. Well, I think Geoff froze, but
If the woman is there, how do we confront her? Do we
Take a shot
call
at
her
that.
out? Do
I
we
say
try to be subtle?
I say subtlety first, and then if that doesn't work, maybe a little more forceful.
And I look at everybody that is Shep with us. I know you pulled me aside, but
No, Shep went to his room.
okay. If Grant is in on this, he's pretty much the mayor of this town, isn't he? Doesn't he run this village?
He's not the mayor, but yes, he is very high ranking, so to speak.
So either we're walking into an ambush at any point, he can just call that captain of the guards on us, and
No,
we'd have to
this
fight
is-
our way out.
And point of order, I guess, or I should call it. He is the person of this. This is his town. This is
This is his town.
his town.
Okay,
yes.
So,
so yes, this
with
is
this
his town.
being his town, he has every captain of the guard, soldier, anybody with a sword is under his command. How do we want to deal with this if he is
Well,
hostile?
Then in that case, I say we play it subtly and just basically try to play along, act like we don't know while we gather clues.
Well, the children are saved.
The children are
Do we
saved for
care
now.
at this point? Is what I'm
It-
getting at.
Do you think he's going to stop, or do you think he's
Could
going to
just
keep
kill
doing
him.
it?
Depends. Is he after us?
No, he's not after us. He's out. He's after whatever that ceremony was. We stopped that ceremony. Odds are he's going to try to do it again.
All right. Well, let's find out more details on the ceremony.
Yeah.
If all this is just one big orgy of fun, let them have it. If it's going to be a detriment to us, then we act.
It will be a detriment to us. I can guarantee you. Anything involving sacrificing children will be very bad for us. Trust me on this
Children.
one.
All right. What do we want to do about the other issue that seems to be somewhat related to this whole cult thing?
Which other issue?
The one that you freed from the mirror?
Well, we haven't run across that just yet.
Isn't that what
However-
started this whole thing?
That also seems related to Grant based upon what's been going on.
Do you think
So
the
we-
demon may have taken over Grant?
Taken over or is supported by? There's a whole bunch of options.
We don't
We
even
don't
know
know
how to
enough.
confront that thing yet.
Well, we know he's in a person. We know that.
And that there's a conspiracy to hide it by the
Yeah.
townsfolk here, the guards.
So basically we need more information. And try not to piss anybody off, but if they do, we may have to
It's on
pick,
them.
pick a side, so to speak.
Oh.
You're unconscious. Shut up.
I'm just saying, are we going at this as heroes or sell swords? Because if they offer money to stay out of it, do we take it?
If they're offering us money to stay out of it, they will mess with us. I can guarantee it. It won't be, it'll be a temporary thing.
All right. You
Look
know
at it
these
this
people
way.
more than I do.
Well-
But for now, let's rest.
Well, just look at it this way. If they're doing these things, taking people against their will because they want them for power or something, what's to stop them from taking us against our will?
I tap my sword.
That only works for so long.
Yeah, some of the stuff you can't fight against, you know?
But yes, we'll get some rest. We'll go over to Grant's house in the morning, and that should be fun.
I joined old Gnome for some meal here.
Since you bring something up like that, do you think we should sleep in rotations tonight and have somebody in the halls guarding the rooms?
That's not a bad idea.
They already know we are onto them. Who's to stop them from retaliating tonight? I say
That's
we
not
get
a
old
bad idea.
Gnomey, Shep, and yeah, let's get the others, give a game plan, and then we'll rest. And I
Alright.
could eat.
All
Or
right.
he takes all the watches. He just
Yeah,
sends
all of
somebody
y'all join us
outside
in the
hall.
dining hall here.
And we'll relay the game plan as far as watch rotations tonight, even though we're in a safe place.
Yeah,
It's
best
probably a
to.
good idea, especially since
That's
these
probably
people can
best.
summon spiders.
Yeah, it's probably best knowing the people we're dealing with here.
And I know we have individual rooms, but I think we should probably sleep in one room or 2 to a room?
You can all join me in mine.
No.
I'll just move the broom out of the way. It's
Since you
lovely.
already have people in your room, you're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys
it'll be
can
fine,
have a guild room if you want, so to speak.
Well, Seran, how about we just do 2 to a room, 1 awake, 1 asleep. Problem solved.
Problem solved.
And for those who have more than 2 already, as I glance at Shep, he'll be fine.
Shep will be sleeping. They will be awake.
I mean, that's the way it goes.
All 3 are probably going to fall asleep, but we'll just be down to Shep.
Yeah, it's like not a big loss. We're fine.
Yeah. He's expendable.
Oh yeah, totally expendable. The guy who's able to read all the things.
For now.
But yeah, we'll as like me and you, Shep, we'll sleep in your room, and well, who's left? Well, it's like Raven's not there. It's just old Gnomey and Shep. Old Gnomey, perhaps you should bunk with Raven and let him know what's going on.
Alrighty.
Just invite him to your closet. I'm sure he'll be fine.
I'll show you to my closet.
Okay.
So you guys
And-
have food, discuss the plans, and all retire to your separate. Well, I'm sorry, retire to the designated rooms that you were going to.
Yes, and the reason I went to
Okay.
Seran's room is because Seran's room has a circle of greater protection underneath his bed.
Is he aware of that?
No. It is active too. Anybody sleeping in that bed, it has a very high magical protection.
Wouldn't Seran notice this circle underneath his bed?
Wouldn't
If he
anyone
looked under the
notice
bed.
anything but
If he looked
Sarah?
under the bed, or if there's a rug or something. I mean, he never mentioned it before. I remember last time I did it around it while he was healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a Spartan room. I mean, other than necessities that the guild provided, it's not like we all brought family photos and a guitar or something.
But this would just be on the ground.
Then it would just be on the ground. There's no rug. There's basically just a bed, like a night table, a chest.
Well, then you probably noticed it as we went into your room.
There's a giant pot that you use
Hey, I've
to
got a
wash in,
guitar.
things like that. Shep has a slightly bigger room since he has 3 people in his room. So
I'm going to assume it's under the bed where it's not
Yeah.
easily seen unless I stick my head under there and look.
If you know what, if you were looking for it, you would definitely see it. If you weren't, you may or may not. That's just
I'm just saying, in character, I have no
Oh,
reason
yeah,
to be looking under my bed other than
Yeah.
just make sure ambush, and I'm not looking at writing on the floor.
Saren's,
I don't think
Saren's
circles initially for magic.
Saren's
Yeah.
just super paranoid. He checks underneath his bed every single time.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's literally just something scrawled.
Stan
And,
sleeps under
charcoal.
his bed. Okay.
all right.
sleep.
Anyway, anybody in that bed is safe. We're
Okay.
sleeping.
Yeah, I do. Good.
The night goes uneventful. You guys do your switching back and forth, whatever you're doing. You wake up next morning. Everybody feels somewhat refreshed. Geoff, Lord Lee, your eyes pop open finally in the morning. You have a massive headache, but other than that, you feel a little stiffness in your joints.
The
how
headache
many
is bigger than your penis.
gain back hit points.
Yeah, I'll let everybody just recover your hit points for now.
Okay.
SDC is a different story that you have to repair.
Yeah, that's armor and stuff.
So it's not always terrible when they hit right past your armor and hit you.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
that's
it's pretty.
kind of what happened
No,
to me.
it's always terrible because you can always repair your armor or just buy more.
Those that had their armor damaged, it'll still be damaged unless you have it repaired.
I'm lucky. All my damage went straight to my health.
Yeah, me too. I'm lucky for that as well.
Same.
Why do we have armor? All the
Traps,
damage went straight to our
damage.
health.
Friendly fire.
All right.
So we're on our way to Grant's. Let's check on
Gear
Lord
up.
Lee. Oh yeah, his eyes are fluttering. You're waking up.
Oh, I was like, what the hell?
That's how you describe it. Your eyes are fluttering.
Your eyes are opened. What are you doing?
You've opened his
Ow.
eyes. He sees the light now.
Oh,
You're not in pain. That's gone. You're healed.
the stiffness. The stiffness.
God.
What'd you guys
Well-
carry me?
Considering how close to death you were, I think the stiffness is the least of your problems.
Did I get the other guy?
Yeah,
No.
he did. No, he died.
After we killed him.
No, I believe Lord Lee killed. They hit each other at the same time.
That's the story we're going with. Okay.
You
Yes,
guys
Lord Lee.
notice a horse and carriage and a bunch of guards are outside of the guild hall. And you see that Lord Torvold is being moved slowly down the steps with Will behind him mumbling something,
We'll get them all. We'll get them all.
pretty much.
They will suffer. They will suffer.
And Lord Lee is being placed inside the carriage, and the
Oh, these?
I'm sorry, Lord Torvold is, and
Bye, Lord Lee.
bye, Lee.
Guys, they're taking me. Help!
They won't take everything of yours as I take your sword.
Fare thee well, Lord Torvold.
And he trots off, and he's gone.
That
I
chapter.
feel
is
like we should have
closed.
given him a proper goodbye, but
I do too, but he's gone now.
He's
he
gone.
is.
They'll give him a proper goodbye whenever he gets to his destination.
I don't think you realize how goodbyes work, Shep.
Yeah, I don't know. Chef's talking about more like a death there. I mean,
I'm talking about like a final goodbye.
I guess he's. I'm Torvold didn't die.
If you guys ever watched it, but there was this movie that was totally based off of D&D, like they were their characters. This guy kept trying to be like this wise monk, and the sayings he came up with were just this most inane things.
oh, you're
And
talking
I
about
was
gamers.
editing that
Yep.
character. Yes.
I'm really trying
George-
hard.
Darkness Rising. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
So yes, they'll give him the final goodbye.
The
when he
final
gets
goodbye.
home,
Yes,
okay?
Torvold is dead.
I think we need to go to the Grant's place now.
Okay. So you all have breakfast and everything.
Gear up, get ready for combat.
Old Gnomey steals some more silverware.
They got to question that eventually.
Eventually.
They
No,
just
no,
make
not
it-
if he steals it, then puts it back when he steals something else.
Here's the funny thing is though, they see him stealing, so they just been giving him plasticware this entire time.
Yes. It's plastic silverware. Yeah.
Like, I got another piece, guys. Look at that. It's like,
No, it's
oh my God.
it's just a paper drawing of a fork and it's on the side there. All right, we're at Grant's house.
Okay, you're at Grant's house. You walked over to Grant's house. It's early in the morning, but you know the lights in the house are still flickering because it's still
Does
kind of...
somebody want to fill Raven in?
Is it tell Raven about
Or-
any of this?
Nobody's told Raven anything. Raven's just like, all right,
Oh
guys.
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. We will. I assume we filled him in on the way there because I'm assuming he's not just gonna follow along and be like, okay, guys, let's go confront
Well,
this guy for whatever.
Should we like edit what we're telling him though? Because we just met him. He was just assigned to us.
Yeah, he was assigned to us. He would be following us anyway.
But
He's
we
gonna
don't
find
know.
out. It's like he's gonna find out. We are not that good at keeping secrets. If he's around us the entire time, he's gonna find out. You might as well just give him the whole lowdown. Because I mean, think about it. Lord Lee went and told Alora like immediately.
Yeah, and then suddenly we have a replacement on our team.
So who's
like a
this guy?
plant.
He's going to figure it out regardless. So at the very least, we have to inform him everything that's happened so far. But maybe in the future, if he's not around, we can leave some things out. But he's going to find out everything. So
Who's this guy?
Raven,
Torvald's
introduce yourself.
replacement.
Torvald. What happened to Torvald?
I
Apparently,
am.
He had the final goodbye.
He got the final good. Yeah.
He's off to his
Yeah.
final destination.
And so they
where
gave us
Will will
somebody from
take care of him
Hufflepuff.
forever.
So we're good.
Hufflepuff rules.
Somebody from Hufflepuff.
Terrible.
So what's his name? What's your name?
Who I once was is unimportant. You can call me Raven. I'm a healer.
So when I ask you what's your name, you just say Raven. That's okay with me.
Instead of it's not important.
Yeah, it's kind of
Because
mysterious
now
there,
we-
but
Because now we know that you're hiding something. Just letting
Uh,
you know.
Everybody hides something.
I was going to say everyone in this group is hiding something.
It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like that guy over there is in the summer.
Nobody knows that. That's not what you guys know.
No. So what's your deal? What are you?
All outside of Grant's house.
Yeah,
So what's
sort-
your deal?
Well, this is talking and talking. 'cause
On the
it's
way,
we
on the
teleport
way.
to Grant's house.
What do
Um,
you do? Do you?
It's not that
You-
long of a walk,
I-
guys.
I heal.
We walk
We're taking the
slow.
scenic route.
Realistically, it's like a 5-minute conversation. It's not like
Yeah.
he lives right next door to the guild.
Actually, he kind of does.
God damn.
There's space in between there. That could be a couple hundred feet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, you said this wasn't to scale. This just represented the town.
Remember, everywhere we go, it takes about an hour to get to.
Not in my game.
So,
20
what's
minutes.
your deal?
20 minutes.
Do you cast spells? Do you use a bow?
I hold up my quarterstaff. I bash things with this occasionally, and I do a lot of healing. I don't really cast spells per se.
You would have been good in the last fight. Too bad you weren't there.
I can
Yes.
help people that are dying
Yeah.
not fail their rolls to save versus coma and death.
Do you mind helping me with my stiffness? It's just it's
That's what I was
my
waiting
arm-
for.
my arm-
I was waiting for that.
not-
my arms are
Of a
just.
personal time, not when we're about to go. as I
Hey, look
pointed
at that.
Grant's house.
There's Grant.
I-
His house is right there. We're already here. We skipped over all of this, Vince.
I'm
It
not
saved
sure I
me.
can help you.
Could you?
All of a sudden, you
We've
walk
arrived.
upon Grant's house. What are you going to do?
We didn't really think about this, did we?
No, you just you were.
Oh,
just
anyway, let's
Goes
head
up
back
and knocks on the
to
door.
let's head back to the guild hall.
Actually, we do need to
No,
just
we-
question Grant to see where he was last night and where the redheaded Kiara is.
That's who we're trying to go after, since we're
Yana?
almost entirely convinced.
So
she's the
you knock
guilty
on his
party.
door is what you're doing.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'd like to speak to Master Grant, please.
One of the servants opens the door. Yes. Who may I say is calling this early morning?
Why, it's the good Shep and his gang.
Oh,
Don't
yes,
call
good
us a
Shep.
gang.
We've heard good things about him. Okay, sure.
I'll bet you have.
Right this way. He brings you in.
They've heard the best things.
Yeah.
I look at Nova. I'm like, don't refer to us as a gang.
I was being jovial, but all right.
They may take it literal. We don't have an official title yet. Do you really want that to be our name?
Shep and the
really
gang.
do need.
Our
Honestly,
gang.
it would be better for us if Shep's the only one
Shep
that can
and-
be identified from the name.
Shep and the disciples.
If you call me your disciple, I will cut your legs off.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Such a good alignment character.
You are arguing in the foyer of the house
While waiting.
while waiting.
So it might be worth it though.
He comes back and he says, Master Grant is ready to see you. Please walk inside the sitting room here. And he opens a door and points in.
Thank you very much. Let's go.
You guys see it's a pretty fancy room. It looks like one of those tea rooms that people would sit around and just,
I hate
bullshit.
this. We always get rushed. I should have said, old Gnomey, can you kind of go in there incognito and start looking around and see if you can.
Too late.
Actually,
Too
I'm
late.
pretty sure.
Actually,
Gnome would
no,
do that
as they're
anyway.
going, we can stop Old Gnome and be like, hey, go look around the house.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
old Gnome would do that anyway.
Let's send old Nomi off. He doesn't
for-
need to talk to.
Like,
Grant,
David hasn't
but he
said a
does
word,
need
so I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, we need old Gnomey to be our spy here. See if
That
he
is
can
a good
find a
idea.
redhead while we're.
Well, I
talking
mean,
to
the guy
Grant.
is leading you into the room, watching all of you. So
No, that's what I said. We should have said
But
it.
we haven't gone in yet, right? And
Hang
Old
on.
Gnome's
You
teeny
said-
tiny.
He's leading.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Okay.
How is he watching us if he's leading
He's
us?
That
specifically
is
watching
true.
old Gnome.
He's walking
watching you.
backwards.
he's like, "Hey,
I'm going
hey,
to
old
trip
Nomi.
and stumble and take the attention away from old Nomi.
you're gonna trip and stumble into what? Into like a vase or something like that."
Oh, great. We don't need that. Don't do that. We can't afford
Not
to
a
replace
vase, but I'm just gonna trip and stumble, into a wall, and act like I'm a little unsteady. I'm just gonna try and take their attention.
too much drink this morning.
All right, you guys
I mean, I
see
do
as,
have
as you're
acting
walking into
talent.
the room, you see Shep goes, "Oh," and he kind of stumbles into a
Oh,
wall.
my.
He's got the vapors.
I do declare.
And you see the servant comes over and he quickly comes to help. He says, "Oh, is there anything I can get you, good Shep?"
That's
thought
okay.
you
I
were
just
gonna
tripped
say
on my
put the
robes.
wives down.
You just tripped on
Sorry
your
about
robes.
that.
Oh, okay.
Didn't mean to alarm you.
Oh, well,
I'll be okay.
You want me to help
Yeah,
you to your
he
seat?
tripping.
Please, thank you.
All right, he helps you inside the room, and Gnome, he's not looking at you anymore.
Oh,
I
he's
vanish.
gone.
I thought you were going to say the servant kicks some wives down.
So you all sit in the room. He looks around and he goes, huh.
I remain standing.
He says, "Sir, please sit."
It's okay. I prefer to remain standing.
He looks at you and says, "I see." And he turns around and starts leaving the room.
He's like, I know you're a summoner. Shh.
Yeah.
I was recently wounded, and sitting down is not the best for me at the moment.
He just glares at you and walks out of the room. He closes the door behind you. Behind
he
him.
took an arrow to the butt.
All right, so you guys are waiting in the room. I got to know what David's doing inside the house while you guys are waiting. David, you
Diligent.
seem to sneak towards, I'm going to say another room. You slipped into it while everybody was distracted. It looks like a library you're in right now.
Anyone in there?
No, it's dark. It's still like morning time, so none of these candles have been turned on as if someone was in here. It's enough that you could still see, but if someone came in the room, they wouldn't notice you right away because you're very small into the ground, and it's kind of dark in here.
Okay.
There is a desk in the middle of the room, obviously, where someone would sit and probably read.
Okay. Is the room that they all went to, like, is the servant gonna have to go back by this room?
No. This is
No.
a room that's like near the front door when you guys came in. He led them down the hallway to another room. This was another door you just like whoop and you slipped into.
Okay. I'll try to make my way towards either a sitting room or a bedroom or something like that, somewhere I'd
Well, there's another door out of the library.
likely run into someone.
You poke your head out and you see a staircase going up. You see the hallway, which bends around to where the group is sitting in at the moment, but you don't see anybody.
Except
All right,
me, I'm
upstairs.
Okay. You go upstairs and you do hear a bunch of people talking, moving around. After a few minutes of kind of standing still listening, you hear they're probably servants cleaning, things like that. The master bedroom is on the top floor here. You can clearly see it. You do see two servants in there, like making the bed up and everything.
Okay.
There's
Any
another
other-
couple bedrooms here as you walk down the hallway. You don't notice anybody here in this area other than servants walking in and out of rooms. They don't seem to be in this part of it, as if maybe this part of the house is like a guest area. It's not dusty or anything, but you can see there's no sign of a usage. There's no clothes. There's no things out. Like some people would leave things out overnight. There's nothing of that sort. It's clean, pristine, beautiful.
Okay, so doesn't seem like there's anyone in this area at all.
Right, yeah.
Like, because you said it's a guest area, but no guests.
No guests, yeah. There's no signs of someone sleeping or living or residing in this area. I mean, it looks nice.
Dip into one of the rooms. How well furnished are they? Any silverware?
Why would there be so random silverware laying around? But
Yep, there it is in the corner, just in the
Never
ground.
know.
okay, so the rooms each have a place where someone would sit down and put on makeup, things like that. Like what do you call those tables?
A makeup counter?
Vanities.
Vanity,
Yeah,
thank
like
you.
a
Like a vanity counter type thing. There is like there's a silver tray there.
You mean there
Copy
was a
that.
silver tray there?
Okay, there was a silver tray on there. That's now in old Gnomey's backpack. You look at it, you figure you could probably get a nice gold coin or two from that.
Nice cheesesteak out of it.
Yeah.
There we go.
You do see some
Alright,
fancy perfumes on the table there as well. I mean,
I mean, there were
Like-
fancy perfumes.
I don't think he wants those things. But I mean, if you want them, by all means,
Like
take
it's-
it.
It's just nothing else in here. So this is like for the guests.
Yeah.
They can have some perfumes. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, fancy. All right. Move on then.
Yeah, you see, you walk into another room. You see that this room actually has a bathroom attached to it, more of a cleansing room, not an actual traditional bathroom, so to speak. There's a
You mean
tub.
it was a
He's gonna take the entire room, Jeff. No, you can see there's a giant bathtub. At the end of the bathtub, there's a big bucket. And it's empty. It's as if someone would come in here and bathe, probably. There is 3 other doors connected to this room. When you poke your head through them, you see they lead to 3 other bedrooms that are unused. So you're basically in the guest wing right now.
All right. And completely barren. No one at all.
No, there's
Okay.
nobody here.
I'll leave and just gotta go sneak around, listen to the servants, see if they talk about anything about this red-headed lady.
Let's give it a percentage chance, because she has been
See
here.
that redheaded lady? I think she's a cultist.
Yeah, she's a leader. I heard she's the leader of a cultist.
Well, they might say where she lives or how often she visits, or.
All right, I rolled low enough. As you're sneaking around, David, you catch one of the servants says something about, you hear Kiana, and then you kind of stop and start doing one of these, listening in, like, aha. And you hear basically a servant complaining about how much of a bitch she is and how annoying she is, and I can't believe that ceremony is going to be all about her tonight.
Okay. No information.
Nothing important.
On where it is, or even a time.
They just said
more
tonight.
so than just tonight.
Tonight, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
ceremony tonight sounds ominous.
Okay.
But that's all the time we have.
Yay!
I've been sitting with, or not sitting with.
Stephen playing Seran Allward.
Jacob playing the good Shep.
Jeff playing Stiffy Victor Liam Brightwood.
Boo.
Boo.
David playing old Gnomey.
Corey playing Nova.
Rick playing Raven.
Good night. You've been listening to the Palladium Megaverse podcast. This podcast is Palladium Fantasy 1E. The Megaverse is copyright and trademarked by PalladiumBooks.com. For more information on their products, please go to their website. If you'd like to help support this website, please go to RollHigherDie.com. Thank you.